Hey everybody, what's up? UltraMag64 here. And I know this is a little bit weird. What's going on here? Welcome to the 1,000 plus subscriber Q&A special thing. Yeah. I decided to, just do it already. Originally, I was waiting for my artist to finish my OC so that way I could do this in a more professional manner. But, life happens. So, what I decided to do is I decided to hop on into Mugen and play some, Mugen with some ponies in it. And, I've never played Mugen. I just want to put that out there right now. So, yeah. What you're seeing right now is just me button mashing, basically, because I don't know the characters. And there is no command list that I can find, so yay! Uh-oh. Anyway, guys, you guys asked a ton of questions. And I have them all compiled in a neat little list. Most of them were the same question, so I just put that in one big list of questions. But let's start off with the biggest one and the one that's, most been asked. Alright, so here we go. Magnus, you said the first season of Feed the Bronies was ending soon. Does that mean that it's done? Or are you going to do a season 2? Alright, so the answer to that question is yes, on both. Yes, it is coming to an end soon. Season 1 is going to be 26 episodes long. And yes, I do plan on doing Season 2. Now, what's in Season 2, you might ask, young viewer, is a secret at this time. I am going to tell you, though, it is going to be different from the current version of Feed the Bronies, because, in my honest opinion, right now Feed the Bronies is a giant mess. I know I know everyone loves it, and I love it too, but it's not what I wanted it to be. When I set out to make Feed the Bronies, it's kind of it's turned into something I just was like, you know what, I really didn't want this. So what I'm going to do is I've reformatted it, I've got everything's almost done. But it's just, I need to, get it to where it works. There's going to kind of be a story mode to Feed the Bronies in Season 2. It's kind of going to have a story to it. It's going to be a little different. I'm going to go more in depth once, once it gets all done and stuff. Once I'm, done formulating it in my head right now, okay? Alright, so, question 2 has nothing to do with my channel. Who's your favorite pony? And I don't think I've ever said this before on my channel, but I don't have a favorite pony per se. Honestly, I love them all just too much. I could never choose, like, one. I could never. I mean, it's like choosing your best friends. You just can't, you gotta... If you have, like, a ton of real friends, like, actual friends that you've hung out with and been with for a long time, then you really know that you can't really choose your friends. And I kind of feel the same way about the ponies. I just can't choose a favorite because it's too hard. It's just too hard. Alright, next up, what happened to the My Little Pony Online series?
I've got this asked so many times. I'm so tired of telling you the answer.
So here you go. Basically what happened is Hasbro put the ban hammer down on the developers of My Little Pony Online, and they had to stop development. I heard about this and was like, okay, nope, I'm not getting into that. And so I stopped the series completely. I'm never, ever going to release a download link for that show. No, I'm not. I know I've got the, what was the definitive version or whatever the latest version was. I know I do. And I'm never going to put a download link for that because the developers stopped it. No, there's no point in putting a download link because the story will never be finished. So to me, there's no point. And besides, I could get in legal trouble for that, so I'm not going to do that. I can't risk my channel like that. That's silly. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love it. It's the most flipping viewed video on my channel. I know. Trust me. I read every comment. I respond to most of the comments. I know. Okay. Well, anyway. How do you commentate so smoothly? I don't know why someone asked this. Because I don't. I don't. If you watch any of my reviews, you know I don't commentate very smoothly at all. I mean, it's kind of like, I guess I just let whatever flow out of my brain, because I mean that's it. And so it's like, you know, it's just all over the freaking Let's Play. But yeah, if I have a script in front of me, I can't do it for beans. I can't. Anyway, next up we have, how do you make all your thumbnails, and do you make them yourself? Yes, and yes. I do make my thumbnails myself. I was previously in a graphics design class for about 2 years, so I know my way around Photoshop, and I recently got into GIMP about 2 years ago. And yeah, that's all that. That's all of it. Usually what I do for my thumbnails is I try and get a little creative on it. I kind of put a little artistic twist onto things. You know, I try and make it look different than everyone else's. Sometimes that doesn't always work to my benefit, but whatever. Alright, next up we have, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? You guys are all weird. If I could have any superpower? Huh. That's a toughie. Probably either flight, or if I could just, like, be like Beast Boy and shapeshift into everything. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, next up we have favorite episode of MLP. Oh, good lord. Probably Wonderbolt's Academy is one of them. Sure, yeah, Wonderbolt's Academy. I really did like that one. I liked the lesson it taught. I also liked, oh, what was that one? Look Before You Sleep, I think it was. The one with Scootaloo and Princess Luna facing her fears. I loved the ending of that one. But back to Wonderbolt's Academy, I really liked the whole, you know, lesson it taught. And I loved seeing Dashi, you know, put her dream on the line there for her morals. And, you know, it paid off. I honestly, I liked that a lot. And it was really cool. Plus, you know, Spitfire. Alright, next up. Hey, I heard you grew up in the 90s, so did you own a Furby? Why did you guys ask this? I mean, seriously. Furbies? Yes, I own 2. They are the demon spawn. I kid you not. I took the batteries out of one, and it still kept going. I had to burn it in a big fire. I kid you not, I did this. It was that bad. Those things are nightmare fuel, and I hope no one buys the new ones, because I know they're new ones. I don't want them. I want to just stay as far away from Furbies as I can possibly stay away from, because those things are just evil. Don't buy them. Don't do it. Just don't. Next up, why do you only do Minecraft Let's Plays? I get this a lot. Basically, here's the thing. It's let's boil it down just a little bit here. Okay. As you all know, I am partnered with TGN. And TGN doesn't have any special licenses or anything like that. So it's a little hard because I don't know what licenses I do and don't have to do things. Like, if you're not into the gaming industry, which a lot of you probably aren't, but I'm just assuming, you know, everyone knows this, which I probably shouldn't do. But anyway, so what happens is I can only play games I have the license for. I can only monetize games I have the license for. So, not knowing which ones I can and can't license is kind of tricky to do other Let's Plays, because it's like, okay, can I do this one? Because if I don't, I could get in serious deep doo-doo. And, you know, I've known that Notch is like, hey man, monetize all your videos, hey! And I'm just like, cool man, so that's what it is mostly. It's mainly that, and that alone. If I worked with from Machinima or something like that, someone who has like all the licenses, I'd be like, flip, let's do this. You know, but right now, I need to, know which ones I've got and which ones I don't. And I still need to, get into hold the TGN and ask them. Which I haven't done yet because I've been so busy. Sorry. Alright, next up, you watch a lot of old cartoons and cartoons in general, so what are some of your favorite people who work on cartoons? This one's actually kind of unique. Alright, well, of course you all know I love Lauren Faust. I grew up with her. This was before Pony, this was before everything. I grew up with her with Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Iron Giant, and I even grew up with her husband doing this, what was it called? That one cartoon marathon thing where animators of all kinds would get together and just make random little short cartoons, and then Cartoon Network would gauge the interest of said shorts, and, that's how Powerpuff Girls got made, that's how Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy got made, I think. But yeah, oh yeah, that's how Cow and Chicken also got made too. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I love Lauren Faust. Lauren Faust is like my bestest hero ever. Someone I really look up to. Another person I like who's in the world of TV is, of course, Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. You guys know those. If you don't know them, they're from Transformers. They're the voice of Optimus Prime and Megatron, and also Garfield and Eeyore. And I think that's about it. And then there's Scott McNeil. Scott McNeil does Waspinator and Silverbolts and Koga from Inuyasha, actually. Yeah. Yeah, there's just a ton of I could keep going, but I ran out of ones I know off the top of my head. Of course, you all know I love Sibsy, but she's kind of because of Pony. But yeah, Sibsy's awesome. If you guys don't love her, then go love her on Twitter. Alright, next up we have who's your favorite villain in MLP? I'm surprised I don't have enough MLP questions. Probably my favorite villain, Discord. Duh. I mean, what do you want from me, Internet? I mean, I love Discord. The guy is amazing. He's got so much character development. He's the most developed villain, in my opinion. Next, Luna's... The comics have really fleshed out Luna, honestly. A lot more than they did, in the show. But hopefully that'll change in Season 4. Honestly, I love him. And even though I've never watched Star Trek, he makes me want to watch Star Trek just to hear the gorgeousness that is his voice. Probably if I had to choose a second favorite, it would be Chrysalis or Sunset Shimmer. I'll explain why Sunset Shimmer is my favorite in my analysis of, the Equestria Girls movie. But Chrysalis, because I loved her character design, and I thought her plan was okay. It fell apart near the end of it when she was like, oh, hey, I'm just going to reveal myself instead of, accusing the real Cadence of being a changeling, because that was a kind of outlandish statement and everyone was believing she was a real Cadence. I mean, come on. Even I can figure that one out. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Or else I'm going to get into a rant. Next up we have you seen Avatar The Last Airbender, and do you plan on see Legend of Korra? You meant to say seeing, right? Or saw. Whatever. Brain exploding every day. Yes, I have watched Avatar The Last Airbender about 12 times, all the way through, because I have nothing better to do with my life. And I love that show. I love that show a lot. Legend of Korra, on the other hand, I have not got to see. I watched it when it was like early release. I watched that, and then I didn't have enough time, and I didn't know when it aired. And so, no, I have not gotten to really watch Legend of Korra. But I've heard nothing but good things, honestly. I mean, Nickelodeon, say what you will about SpongeBob and all that nonsensery. But I do love me some Nickelodeon shows like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Legend of Korra, because those shows are awesome. Right, next up we have... Will you ever do a Let's Play with a face cam? Really? Really? You guys really want to see my ugly mug on your beautiful Let's Play screen? Really? Okay, in all seriousness, honestly, no, because I just don't have any interest in that. I don't get why, you know, so many people want that, because it's, to me, it's, instead of having a little window with my face in it, you could have, you know, the full Let's Play experience immersion thing, and be like you're watching the actual game instead of watching my face be expressive and stuff. I understand that it's popular. I get it. I get that it's popular. It's just, in my opinion, I just don't have any care for it, and I just I'm like, you know, it's just like, But yeah, that's why. And besides, I really don't have the money. Well, I guess I do have the money now, but to really go out and look for an expensive webcam or camcorder, I don't even know what I would use for that. I mean, honestly, a webcam, it would have to be in HD, it would have to be 1080p, and it would have to be small enough to fit on my desk or monitor, and all those things in one thing, that's going to be pretty hard to find. So yeah, that's why I don't do face cam, because I don't understand why people want to watch my ugly mug playing a game. That's crazy. You already listen to my ugly voice. Don't need to watch my ugly mug be all like ugly and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on here. Alright, here we go. Why are all your videos in 1080p? You could just do them in 720. They look the same. No, they don't. Trust me, they don't. But to answer your question, the reason I do it in 1080p is because I want the best quality for you guys to watch. I want you guys to be able to just watch it on anything, and sometimes, especially with some video games, the text is so small you can only read it in 1080p. Sometimes in 720 you just can't read it, it's too pixelated. And that's why I do it, is because A, I want you guys to have best quality, and B, I want you guys to be all like, yeah, I can do this thing, it's so clear, it burns my retinas. But yeah, that's why. I want you guys to have the best quality stuff. You know, it's one of my things. It's weird, I know. And not all my videos are 1080p. There are some that are 720 only because of render stuff. Like, one was Cave Derpy, which will be coming back soon. But Cave Derpy was in 720p because it took 2 days to render out the whole video because I had to enlarge the video by hand. And that is no fun. But yeah, we're gonna move on now. Alright, why do you not do more analysis videos or my thoughts videos? This one is actually a little bit more simple to explain. Basically, the reason why is because I don't, you know. Here's the thing: I can't get my thoughts across. I can write my thoughts out all day. I've written several scripts that I want to do, of stuff I just want to talk about. The problem is, it takes a long time for me to get several takes too. It takes several takes and a long time to sit there and edit and, you know, get it to where it's like a flowing sentence like it is now. But this is just casual talking, so, I could do it this way, but in my opinion, this just doesn't feel as professional as doing with a script. But then again, it's more natural and more flowing, so I don't know. I'll take what I can get. But I mean, that's the main reason why. And also, I really want to do it like say, I mean, look at Digibrony. Look at Digibrony. He's the guy that's got, you know, an OC. You know, he's got, you know, a little thing on little picture of the show, whatever thing in the upper corner and stuff, and he's just, you know, that's how he does things. And I think that's a lot simpler than my way of doing things, which is taking a bunch of vectors or whatever and just putting my voice over it, which, I mean, it takes a lot longer to get those vectors out. which is why I'm getting the commission done in the first place. Unfortunately, that's taking a lot longer than I'd hoped, and I mean, I understand why. She's very busy. She's got life stuff. I've got life stuff. It's hard to do some stuff sometimes, and so I'm totally fine with waiting. Good things come to those who wait, and hopefully, you know, mine will be good. If not, then I'll be very upset, you know. But we are gonna work close together. I'm gonna make sure, you know, it's done right, so that way, you know, you guys can be all like, yay, it's Magnus's pony, you know. Alright, another question is, what is your OC pony's name? And why did you choose it? Or what is the meaning behind it? Well, honestly, I think I've said this in Feed the Bronies, but my OC pony's name is actually called Wildheart. And the reason why is because I love animals a lot, and I love the, you know, I don't like the wilderness. I don't like the wilds of the wilderness. I don't like going outside because there are insects, and I have a irrational fear of insects. But especially flying ones. I hate them. I hate them buggers so much. But I love animals, and I can't, like, even though I hate bugs, I can't kill them. I just can't. I have to capture them and release them into my backyard because I just can't kill them. I don't have it in me. I'm sorry. I play violent video games. Shut up. But, yeah, that's why. I like animals. I was like, oh, hey, you know, I could go with Wildheart. Yeah, let's go with that. Next question is, why does your OC not have a cutie mark? Honestly, because I don't know what I want to do with my life. And, I honestly feel like a cutie mark, I mean, granted, I haven't gone into discussing what a cutie mark is. And honestly, we don't really have that good of a picture of the meaning of a cutie mark. Like, we don't know if it means destiny, if it's, you know, their special thing that makes them special. I mean, they've explained it in the show, but they haven't gone in depth with it as much as I'd like. And so I honestly can't, like, figure out, like, because honestly, I'm good at video games, okay? I play video games for a living. Whoop-de-doo, you know? I could do a video game cutie mark, but honestly, I'm not sure if that's the right thing, you know? For the longest time, I thought I'd be, you know, doing animation stuff, and then that kind of put her off, and so, you know, I don't know what my cutie mark is, and so that's why I don't have a cutie mark. So there. There's your soppy, goopy mess for the day. Ugh. Anyway, next question is, what's your favorite kind of game? I hate you all so much. You ask so many favorite questions, don't ya? You love to make me squirm. Alright, my favorite kind of game would probably be RPGs or Japanese RPGs. Now, if you don't know what an RPG is, it's a role-playing game. I love them things. And I could sit down and play them for a long time. I can grind 4 hours on end and not be bored. I know a lot of people get bored before grinding. I don't. I find it so relaxing. Like, I'm not even kidding. I could, if I have the worst day ever, if I sit down and play some, like, Etrian Odyssey or, like, something, you know, some other RPG, I'll be good. I'll just be like, oh, so good. I mean, honestly, guys, if you like want to play an RPG, go get an RPG. I guarantee you might like it. Might. Not saying you will. Anyway, let's see. But honestly, also, I want to kind of go in depth on that one. I also like fighting games, obviously, because I'm playing Mugen right now. Well, not right now, but I'm playing Mugen in this video. Shut up. I do enjoy a good fighting game. Like, if I can, you know, master it and stuff, I'll be like, yeah, I love my fighting games. You know, I love watching, you know, me pull off fantastical feats that I could never do in real life, like beating people's butts, because I can't do that in real life. But yeah, that's also I honestly appreciate all forms, all genres of video games. I play at least, you know, I have at least one type of game from every genre in my collection. And I love them all. I love them all. And if I don't love them, I sell them. You know, that's just how I am. I usually keep the ones I love, and the ones I don't, I sell to GameStop to get more money. Trade endorsement. Anyway, next up, let's see, what else do we have? Let's see. What would you look like as an Equestria girl style? I don't know! I base my pony off me, so I guess I'd look like me. What do you people want from me? Alright. Next up, Apple or Android? I have a feeling I know who asked this question. And, honestly, Android, because I'm just an Android guy. I like Android. I don't know why you guys want to know why I like Android, but I do. I have an Android. I have an Android tablet, and I have 2 Android phones. And I do have an iPad. It's old, and I hate it. So there. That's why I go Android, because I tried Apple and didn't like it. You happy now? You happy? I've created a mini flame war somewhere in the internet. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Alright, let's look for a pony one. Hang on. I gotta find a pony one, because we're getting into just random. Alright, here's one. Here's one that has gaming and pony in at once. Recently, if you haven't heard, WayForward has been talking about wanting to do a My Little Pony game. How do you feel about this? I knew about it, and I want it so badly. I mean, WayForward is one of my favorite developers. They made Mighty Switch Force and Shantae. Shantae! I love Shantae! I love anything with a female protagonist in it, but I love Shantae because Shantae. Ugh. But yeah, I love Shantae. I hope that Hasbro's like, do it. Because they've made, they make a lot of good licensed games. I'm not gonna lie, not all of them are fan-flippin-tastic, but one of the ones I like, of their licensed games at least, is Adventure Time, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage, because that game is so good. It's Zelda 2. I mean, come on. Zelda 2 was good. I just wish it wasn't so hard. Anyway, that's my spiel on it. I want it. Give me it. Please. Alright, and next up, we're kind of running down to the wire here. Let's find a good one. Let's find a good one. Yes. Right. Trying to find one that's not like something I want to do a video on. Most of these are like Equestria Girl thoughts. And I'm just like,
Hang on, guys. I'm gonna do them eventually. My gosh.
Here's one. What's one of your favorite YouTube channels? Honestly, guys, if you want to watch some of the people I watch, they're on my channel page. Honestly, the crazy people you'd like, those are guys I watch. And some of them are pretty much similar to me. Probably one of my favorites, though, is Total Biscuits. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Total Biscuits, and yes, I love him. That guy is amazing. He knows his stuff when it comes to gaming, and he's a PC gamer, so he's awesome. I love the guy. Bit of a cynical Brit. Howdy, har, har. But I love him. He's a good guy. I don't know him personally, but I'm just saying he's a good guy. But anyway, guys, that'll put us to a close because I'm running out of stock footage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy conglomeration of whatever this was. And I hope you stay tuned for more. If you haven't checked out my channel yet, go ahead and check it out down below. You'll be taken to a magical place of ponies, games, and just all-around wacky craziness. Anyway, guys, I'm UltraMag64. Also, if you're one of my 1,000 subscribers, I love you guys. I love every single one of you guys. Even though not all of you watch my videos, which makes me sad. And mad at the same time. No, honestly, I don't care if all of you guys watch them at once. that's crazy. That's asking too much. But I am thankful for every single one of you guys. You guys are all awesome people. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you want me to do another one of these Q&A things, go ahead and write more questions, because if I don't have more questions, then I can't do more Q&As, because you can't have an A without a Q. You get my logic? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a fantastic day. As always, I am UltraMag64. Happy gaming!
Maybe I overestimated the power necessary.